Alright, guys, it is back day. If you can tell from the background here in the windows and everything, it probably looks a bit familiar. I am already at the gym. I just hit my first session of cardio for this beautiful Monday morning. But I have a friend's birthday party to attend, so gonna go to that. And then afterwards, I'll pick up Brandon. We'll hit back. It'll probably be much later in the day. So I'm filming the car talk now to take advantage of some of this beautiful sunlight. But we'll be back here later today with Brandon for a back day. I'm not entirely sure what it will entail. I got a general idea. I'm definitely in the mood for some wide grip, just traditional lat pull downs. We've been doing a lot of close and reverse grip recently, so definitely going to do some normal lat pull downs. Want to work on the width of my lats as we get closer and closer to June, so want to get that done. And I think it will just be a very lat heavy back day. We'll see how it turns out. I got hours left in the day to think out the rest of the workout before it actually happens. But I have a birthday party to attend that I will probably just sit there and quietly sip on a Diet Pepsi and just watch everyone have fun and mingle and just be there and support my friend and on his birthday. And then I'll pick up Brandon. We'll be at the gym, so I'll see you then.
I do.
Yeah, I mean, that's what every school from 1950 on was made out of. So definitely.
So, Shane hits me up.
No, I saw a video here of this gal that was basically like, she's got it figured out. The email over here.
All four of them. Bitter.
But it's a nice.
Trying to figure out why.
I would spend the money out, you know. They don't last. Once in a while.
I look like the ruins of my youth, I feel like. This gal looked like the ruins of the ruins of her.
So speaking of which, I had to go meet up.
She's missed the teeth this year, you know? You're like, damn. Like, yeah. You guys full
I had to go meet up with a
of
lady
drugs. Yeah.
here in town for Casa. So I thought it was just a bro. I was like, well, let me make some phone calls. I'll get a hold of somebody.
All right, guys, that is a back day complete. I will be completely honest with you. One of the sets of single arm pull downs was completely unfilmed, and I'll get to why. And then we did kind of rush and just go ahead and finish the workout. We still got 5 exercises, which would be 20 working sets for back, and it was very lat focused as I intended. So I'm not disappointed with the workout we had. It was like a 50-minute back workout. So if you've been watching the channel for a while, you already know some of the situation I'm about to get into. If you're new to the channel, this will be the first time you're hearing of it. So buckle up, because I got some background to give to you. So, me and Brandon pulled into the gym. It was busy, big. And it's New Year's. If you've been going to the gym for a while, or just if you've been on the internet for any amount of time, you've probably seen the memes of like, oh, the gym on January 1st. It's true. The gym becomes a breeding ground on January 1st because, well, everyone and their mama gets a gym membership. They're gonna commit. This is the year they're gonna commit to weight loss. It's fine. It's awesome. It's what got me in the gym. My birthday is around the time of the new year. So I just went ahead, and as soon as I turned 18, I was like, I'm getting a membership, I'm getting started. This is the year I lose the weight, right? So we pull in, and it's super busy. I look at Brandon, I'm like, hey, if you don't mind, I'm gonna go DoorDash. You just chill in the passenger seat, we'll have some time to hang out as best friends, talk, drive around, do a few orders, we'll come back. We do a few orders, come back, and we pull in, and we see a vehicle that looks all too familiar. This is where some of the background that you guys need, some of the backstory you need, comes in. If you've been watching the channel for a while, you know on a chest day a while back, about 2 or 3 months ago, a bunch of cops showed up. Me and Brandon were in chest. Bunch of cops showed up. Turns out they were looking for the old manager. He had a warrant out for his arrest. Well, tonight we pull in, very familiar vehicle. So I turned to Brandon and I said, I swear to God, that's his vehicle. I'm not doing with it. Let's go back to DoorDash and hope he's just there to grab something and then come back. So we do that. We come back. He's gone. And we didn't know for sure if it was him. By all means, it could be just the same make and model and same color. I mean, what are the chances? But it could just be like a new gym member of the same vehicle. It's whatever. But we just didn't chance it. Came back. He's gone. We go and we start our workout. That's where you guys see the whole workout. While we were doing the single arm pull down, second set, cops come in. Not joking, new manager and 5 cops walk in. Turns out, the old manager was there. Someone let him in to grab his stuff, whether or not it was his or not. Some handles, arm wrestling team stuff, yada yada yada. So now she's in the background scolding the people who let him in, apparently, and giving a freaking history lesson on everything that's happened. That's why he's not the manager anymore, why he's not allowed in, why he's been trespassed from the property, how he was told he could come get his stuff, the whole, she's taking the background, get onto him. And I will do my best to edit that out, because it was going on for the rest of the workout. So out of respect, one of the only angles I hadn't shot of the single arm pull down would have had all the cops plus her yelling at somebody in the background. I was not filming that. It's not my place to film that. I don't know if I could have gotten in trouble for filming that, so just did not risk it. There's 4 or 5 county sheriffs standing right there. I'm not filming them. So I just figured it wouldn't be a good look when they're standing right behind me to have the camera on it, even if I was just filming my set. So, did not film the last set of the pull downs. And then that's actually why we finished on the back extension machine. I originally wasn't going to do the back extension machine today. I was actually going to take a break from it. But I kind of just wanted to get the back workout done and go hit cardio at that point. Like, we just need one more exercise. All the chaos is happening on that side of the gym. I can film the back extension machine completely separate from the chaos. No one's gonna misconstrue that me and Brandon are filming the chaos, and we can go hit some cardio. So we hit back extensions. That's also why I didn't talk during that, because here recently I have been at least stating like, hey, I'm gonna go do some cardio. I'll see you in the car. Well, didn't say that. Didn't want to draw attention to the fact that we were filming. Went and did some incline treadmill and then left. But very, very interesting. It's been a very interesting gym to be at. But the importance of the whole DoorDash thing, I will say, it is relevant, not just to the story, but because I need money. Because tomorrow, we're going to a new gym for chest day. There's a brand new gym opened 2 weeks ago. So right around Christmas, it officially opened. It's in my new hometown. So instead of driving all the way out to Cuba, I am gym in St. James. Brand new gym, $10 for a day pass, so I made $20 so me and Brendan can get day passes tomorrow. So, unfamiliar territory. I am going to check with them to make sure it's okay to film. I don't see why it wouldn't be. I've seen people posting about being at the gym, whether it be video or photos, like for the whole 2 weeks it's been open. So I don't think they have an issue as long as you're respectful of other people. So we're going to go try it out tomorrow. And actually, one of the biggest reasons I want to try it out is their rule, every gym's different, but their rule regarding personal training is if you have your certification, you can find your own clients as long as they are members of the gym and you, the personal trainer, are a member of the gym. You have free reign to train people there. I don't know if that's common everywhere else, but what's common here in mid-Missouri is a lot of the gyms either will not let anyone train people there. They do not do it. Don't care if you have your certification or not. We do not want someone getting hurt in our building that someone else is responsible for, that we didn't give you permission to train them, then you get them injured in our building and somehow we get dragged in the middle of it. So most of the gyms in the area kind of work that way. Or they have personal trainers they hired, kind of like Stillville or Stillville, Planet Fitness, and Sullivan's Muscle Bar. That's how they work, where they have one or two maybe, personal trainers they've hired. And the only other gym in the area that lets people train people there, as well as they have membership, is Rolla's Tan Fitness that we're going to pretty consistently for like 3 months before switching back to Cuba's gym. And their rule was you had to pay rent to the gym to use the facility to train people. So they basically got a cut of what you were making as rent to train people there. So the fact that this gym's rule is if you have a membership and the person you're training has a membership, it's between you and that person. It's, if I chose to train someone there, it's on me to make sure my personal training certification's up to date, my CPR's up to date, and then I have insurance to protect me in case they get injured while I'm training them. Those are the things you need to have as a personal trainer. So, to keep yourself out of trouble from getting sued, anything like that. So, I'm hoping we're going to go check it out tomorrow. I also have an interview tomorrow. So my plan is, hopefully I get that job. Me and Brandon get memberships at this gym, because at the end of the day, my membership at Cuba is free. I run their social media for that membership. So I still have that gym to go to on Sundays after church, Wednesday after church, whatever. But I live up here. So the plan is, hey, this gym's 5 minutes away from my current residence. Go ahead and get a membership here using the money from my new job. Get my insurance paid for being a personal trainer. So that way I'm not in trouble if anyone gets hurt. Print out contracts, liability waivers, stuff like that. That will also protect me. and try to start collecting some clients. Now, I have buddies that I know who have bought, who actually got into gymming by buying programs from me, like personalized programs, and I'm hoping that maybe they will switch gyms, because they've talked about, like, hey, you know, if you ever find a gym that you can outright train in, like, train people in, we will gladly pay you for personal training, not just making a personal program and giving it to us, and then not being able to, like, train together because we train at different gyms. So my hope is to be able to get this job that I'm interviewing for tomorrow, get memberships at the gym in St. James, and then start collecting clients, make it well known, like, hey, I am a personal trainer, I have my certification, I'm getting my CPR redone in a few weeks. I don't think I have a specific date that the guy's going to come over to redo my licensing, but I have a class I'm going to take. We have a buddy who does Red Cross, who can teach classes, and he normally comes to my parents' house and teaches it for them, foster care. And Mom said, just come back, get your CPR recertified, so you're not paying for it, because our friend would do it for free. So I got my CPR training getting recertified coming up. So all I need is to purchase my insurance. So, like, in a perfect world, and the way I want to do it, about a month from now, I should be about 190. If the training and the diet keeps going the way it's been going, I should be about 190 by the time I have the money to, hopefully, because I gotta catch up on bills, so hopefully by then I have the money for insurance. I can start training people. I'll look like I deserve to train people, because I think that's my biggest obstacle. Is a lot of people, it doesn't matter that I tell them I have my personal training certification, it doesn't matter that I show them the card in my wallet or the paper in my room that's framed. I don't look it. So a lot of people do not hold any validation to it, which is why I've made it a point that I do have photos of me when I was 300 pounds. Like, look, I have my certifications right here. I can show you my card. I can show you my certificate if you rather see it instead of the card. I have proof that I used to be 300 pounds. I used the knowledge I learned from getting my certification on myself. And yet, I've hit plateaus like anyone else. I went back up to 250 during COVID. You're right, I don't look like a personal trainer. But the plan is get this job tomorrow. Get insurance to be allowed to start training people. Train people at this gym. And hopefully the dream of becoming a personal trainer comes true before the show. If you've been watching the channel for a while, you know that the dream was actually originally get to 160 or lower, depending on what I need to be for the show. Podium, if not win the show, so anywhere between first and third. Preferably first. Get the sponsorships and the prize money that you get for, you know, depending on what pricing you got. But there's prize money and sponsorships. Hopefully by then the channel somewhat blows up. Maybe it's making a little bit of money. Maybe it's allowed to be monetized. Maybe I'm picked up by a brand at that point because I lost the weight and more people hopped on, you know, whatever the case may be. I'm already a sponsored athlete with Harder last time, but I really haven't made anything doing it. Like, I'm being straight with you on that. I've made about $85 doing it. And I've been doing it as long as I've been doing the channel. I became a sponsored athlete, which led me to starting the channel. Because I figured if I was already going to be filming my workouts to have video and pictures for the summer shredding competition, because of their rules, you have to have photos and videos that you can turn into I believe it's 1 minute video with music that shows your transformation that will play in the background during your posing routine. It's like, I need the footage either way. So I was capturing it either way. So I'd already found ways to start filming my workouts. And then I became a sponsored athlete. I had applied. I wasn't sure what was going to happen. I sent them the photos of like, hey, I used to be 400 pounds. Now I'm 200. At one point, I hit 180 during COVID. I explained the whole thing to them. And I was like, but I'm about to do the summer shredding competition. That's my plan. So I'm about to, the goal is this 160, and I would love to be a sponsored athlete. And by the grace of God, they did give me that opportunity, which led to me starting the channel. But I would love to, the plan was win or podium, take the prize money, and whatever else may come with it, sponsorships, yada, 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 and open my own gym because I want to be a personal trainer. I want to give people what I found. My life's by no means been perfect. I would never claim that. But I started being able to love myself. I started being able to love the person I seen in the mirror. I started to love the man I became when I started going to gym, when I lost the weight, when I did something to improve myself. And as someone who did struggle with depression, as someone who did struggle with self-worth, as someone who did struggle with a food addiction, as someone who did struggle with motivation, the gym fixed pretty much all of that. I still struggle with motivation sometimes, but for the most part, I'm a very different person than who I was when I entered. And the amount of love I have for the gym and what it can do for you if you stick to it, truly. I mean, the discipline it teaches you, the self-love it can give you. Let's be honest. Eventually, the gym gives you some self-hate again via body dysmorphia, where you're just never pleased with how you look anymore. But for the most part, I'm a much happier person than I ever was before the gym. And I want to give that to other people. And that's been the goal since the channel started. That was the goal of doing the show. And right now, I'm actually quite excited because there actually might be a path where I can become a personal trainer and start training people at this gym before the show. And maybe by the time of the show, I already have clients who trust me, who let me train them, and a decent financial base to stand on, win the show or podium, maybe become a sponsored athlete with an even bigger brand and harder than last time, and fulfill my dream of opening my own gym. The world is full of wonders, to say the least. You never know what's going to happen. You never know how it's going to go. You really don't. But I think there's opportunities opening up that I never thought would happen. I truly do believe that. I think life is going in a way I never would have imagined, both with the channel, with the opportunities being presented to me in life, and I'm looking forward to it. So today was an interesting day, to say the least. I got offered an interview, messaged the gym about day passes because it opened 2 weeks ago, found out that they let people just train people there. You don't have to be hired as a trainer by them. So I'm hopefully I get a job tomorrow, and that can lead to bigger and better things. But enough about that. I'm home, which means it's time to eat because I have not ate all day. I went to a birthday party and sipped on the water. I didn't even grab a Diet Pepsi. I guess I was going to because I was being cheap. But that being said, I love and appreciate you guys. I mentioned it about a million times during this talk. Harder and Last Time supplements, code JS15. Save 15% off your order. Instagram, TikTok are also in the link in the description. If you want to, you don't have to. Go follow the Instagram so we can start doing giveaways from Harder and Last Time. The first one will be a $100 gift card. We've already talked about it. So I really do want to do that for you guys sometime. Love and appreciate you guys. Tomorrow is chest day, and as I said, it will be at a completely different gym. So different scenery, different machines. It might be the best chest day we've ever had, or it turns out that gym has no chest machines at all and we're screwed. But either way, I'm looking forward to it. nothing gets me ready for a workout than like a change of scenery, a new gym, the chance at using new equipment, and just being in a new environment. So I'm looking very forward to that. I can also maybe talk to some people, talk to the owners about training people there, talk to some people and see if they would be interested in me training them, and just get the ball rolling now instead of waiting until next month when I have the money for insurance and a membership. All of that being said, as always, I love you guys. Tomorrow's chest day, and I'm ready for it already. See you then.